Is there any general best practices that you have for creators in general?
Yeah, I think there's a couple things. When you start and you're like, all right, I'm going to create, YouTube gaming content. I'm gonna create gaming video content. I can't urge you enough that just do it from a place of passion, right? It's going to be a long road regardless. Like it's going to be a long road. Ask any big creator, it's a long road for a variety of reasons. So you just got to be passionate about it, and your short-term goals cannot be financially motivated. So do what you do because you love it. Now, it's totally realistic to want to make a career out of it, and I think working that as part of your goals long term is really important. I would say the reason I say that is people fizzle out because they aren't overnight success, right? They just start uploading and they're like, I'm only getting 200 views. And so this isn't working out. And so they give up too quick, too early. In fact, if I could lay out some of the biggest creators we have and you showed their viewership over time, there is an inflection point where they just hockey stick up over like an 18-month run. If you just think of like, that meme where like somebody's got a pickaxe and there's like diamonds and it's like that dirt pile's like right in between them, right? And they give up and they turn around. It's like, how many creators have we lost because of that? And look at all of them. Look at Beast, look at PewDiePie, look at all of them over a period of time. You'll see that, right? And so I urge people to be like, be consistent, be passionate, believe in yourself long term, and these things will come. But consistency is like the next thing, right? You have to adhere to a schedule. Yes, the algorithm, can work for you, but when you build up a subscriber base, them knowing when to come to your content, when to watch, what kind of content to expect, very critical, right? So like have some consistency, have a cadence of how you upload. The other thing would be like, don't be afraid to do A/B testing, whether it's thumbnail, whether it's a type of video, right? Like go out on a limb, be mindful. I see so many people that just like, I look at their channel and it's just like the same thumbnails for like 6 months. So you haven't even tried. Like maybe it's working out for you, but could work out better, right? Like try things that are different and things like that. SEO and thumbnails and all of that and different content output is all really important. And then long term, like establish what kind of audience you want to cultivate. Right? Like what kind of community are you trying to build? Like that needs to be at the forefront of all the stuff we just talked about. It's like, I want this type of community that I'm going to cultivate. And whatever that is, like keep that in top of mind when you're creating content, when you're doing thumbnails, when you're engaging. And so that would be my advice to anybody starting. I know it seems like basic, but there is so much gold in just that basic advice to get going. And then long term, it becomes much more nuanced as you get bigger and the playing field changes and it becomes a business and all of that. There's a lot more to it, but getting started, that's my advice.
Yeah. Yeah. People forget that TG, Preston Plays, Mr. Beast, like they've been doing this for a decade. Yep. And it took them 7 years to like hit that inflection point. Jimmy posted something on Twitter a couple months ago where he like showed his views per year from like 2013. Right. And he like basically did nothing for the first 4 years of his career. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it exploded and now he does 10 billion views a year. But people need to realize like this is a long road. If you don't love it, like just get out because you can't compete.
It's so true. I think that's the core of the advice because yes, you got to have passion in it. If it's just purely a paycheck, I just don't know that you'll have the heart it takes to get to where you need to be.